What is up, YouTube? Outdoor Gear Dad here with another exciting video review. What is the product? Boom, 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 boom. The new Worksharp Precision Adjust Knife Sharpener. If you aren't familiar with Worksharp, they've been around for a long time. They focus on making products to make your blades nice and sharp. If you've seen some of my other video reviews, you will know that 2 years ago, I got my hands on the Ken Onion Edition Worksharp Sharpener. This is a electric sharpening system that uses different grit belts to be able to put a precision edge on your blades. Since I bought that, I've also explored some other options. I bought a Wicked Edge 100, which is a more expensive, more robust, more precision sharpener, and I've really liked both of them. I've liked what they accomplish. The Wicked Edge can put a mirror finished edge on my blades, whereas the Ken Onion Edition is quicker, and it's cheaper to use because the stones, obviously stones are more expensive than belts and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, there's a gap. There's obviously a gap. How do you get the precision of the Wicked Edge without the cost, but the effectiveness of the Worksharp? There's kind of this void. So I'm hoping that this new product here solves that problem. So we're gonna get it unboxed today. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna set it up. We're hopefully gonna make a blade nice and sharp. And really, at the end of the day, my goal with this video is that you walk away better understanding what your money is gonna get you if you decide to purchase one of these. So let's get it unboxed. Let's take a look at it and let's talk through the things we like, we don't like, and see if we can make something sharp. All right, here we go. Let's get it open. So inside the packaging, we've got, looks like some instructions, what appears to be a base, the actual precision part, looks like this is where you're gonna set your angle, a blade clamp, and it looks like the rod that's gonna actually do some sharpening on that. And some other stuff, not as important. All right, cool. So, upon looking at the instructions, which, not gonna lie, I did open this up because I didn't want to look like an idiot making this video. But if you look at the picture on the box, here's the thing I like. If you look at the picture on the box, you understand how this thing operates and how to put it together. So I didn't really need the instructions. I looked at the picture, and you basically clip the angle determinator, whatever you want to call this, into the base. You've got your blade clamp right here. Cool thing about the blade clamp that I really like, this is magnetic. So when you actually put it in, you just pop it right in. It's a magnet. You can pull it right out. If that's good or bad, I don't know. We'll find out here. And so that just pops right in. So it looks like you can set your angle by just rotating this little dial. There are different increments right here. This particular sharpener goes from 15 degrees to 30 degrees, and it goes in 1 degree increments. So there's little markers on both sides. This is by 5 degrees, so 15, 20, 25, and 30. And then over here, there are individual markers that you can get a little bit more precision on. So it's, it's pretty easy. Just stick it in there. You can stick your blade clamp in there, and you're pretty much ready to go. Now, on the arm here that's got the different abrasives on it, this piece up here on the little hinge is also magnetic. And what's cool about that is it literally just sticks up in the bottom here. You can see that where that hole is, and it's in, right? So that's super easy. If you need to pull it out, you can just pop it right out. Again, is that good or bad? I don't really know. We'll sharpen it and we'll check it out. Now, one thing I really like, I don't have to keep track of stones, okay? Granted, there are only 3 grits on this. There is the 320 grit, the 600 grit, and then the ceramic grit, or the ceramic stone. All right, so there's both the 320 and the 600 is a diamond stone, and then the ceramic is obviously ceramic. So work the grits, the 320 to 600, and then to the ceramic. All right, so upon putting it in here like this, Oh, gotta get that back in there. Kind of gotta look. There you go. That's it. We're ready to sharpen a blade. All right, let's take a closer look. Let's get a blade in there and let's sharpen it. So before we get going, let's make this blade just a little bit dull. So this is some 80 grit sandpaper. I'm just gonna go ahead and rub that on there. Gonna take that edge off. Yep, nice and dull. Perfect. Now we have a dull knife, we can get going. We've got a little pocket knife here. It's got a dull edge on it. Let's take a piece of paper here. And let's just make sure that it's nice and dull. Yeah, all right. It's a butter knife at this point. So, let's go through the process. First things first, we are going to clamp the blade into the blade clamp here. Now there is a dial, little dial here, and this little guy right here tightens the grippers. So we're gonna put the knife in there, preferably on the flat spot. Here's something that's kind of cool. There's like these little rubber pads inside the teeth or inside the mouth here, and it helps to get a better grip. So one of the things that I've struggled with on the Wicked Edge is if your surface is not completely flat, it has a really hard time clamping down on that. So this thing seems to be a little bit easier to get on a non-flat surface. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just going to put the blade right in here. Now, I'm not a professional sharpener, remember that. So everybody out there that's probably saying, oh, you're not doing this right, or oh, you didn't do this right, or you should really do this. Go ahead and leave it in the comments, okay? Because I'm learning just like the rest of us. Okay, nice and tight. It's in there tight. Just a couple more rotations for good measure. Cool. Okay, so now this whole thing just sticks right in via that magnet. Look at that, so easy, so easy. Now, determining the edge, where is your edge, or what angle is your edge? One of the things I've done on other sharpeners is I just take a Sharpie, I draw across the edge of the blade like that. I'm not really sure if you can see that, but it just darkens the edge of the blade. And then what I do is I will kind of start at 20 degrees usually. So let's just rotate this guy down 20 degrees. And we are going to use, put it to the, see again, just rotate this. Rotates right over to the 320. And we are just going to look, and it looks like we are right on. So this is at 20 degrees. So I did go through the instructions, and it basically says that we are going to use a back and forth motion as we go from butt to tip, like this. We're going to do that 10 times until we feel a burr on the other side. Then we're going to flip on the other side, and we're going to do it again. All right, so it might be more than 10 times initially, depending on what your angle is, but we're going to start there, and we're going to see what kind of progress we've made. All right, so let me get to that. All right. Definitely feel the burr on the other side, which is great. And if there's any areas where you don't really feel the burr, you could probably just come up here and just give it a couple more. Yeah, we're in business. Okay, so this is very easy to just rotate the blade around. All you do is there's a button on the back here. You just kind of push that little button and you can just rotate the blade right over. And now we're going to repeat the same thing on this side. So let's get going. Okay, sweet. We're gonna rotate it back. Actually, we can just go straight from here to the 600. We're gonna do the 600 10 times on each side, and then we'll go up to the ceramic. Let's get to it. Perfect. Now, one of the things I was thinking about as I was just doing this was, what if I had a wider blade, or I needed to be able to pull this arm down? There are these little rubber adjustment bands on here on both sides. You can slide these back or forward to allow the reach of your abrasive to come further down the rod or further up. So you can adjust those. And then obviously, as far as like the length of the blade can, you know, basically from over here to over here. I'm sure it says in the instructions how long of a blade you can do. All right, we're gonna flip it back over, and we are going to go to now the last final stone, which is the ceramic. I'm gonna go 10 on each side here. Boom. All right, done. Let's take a closer look at the edge before we actually test it on anything. All right, so we've got the blade out. I'm not sure if you can really see the edge on this, but you know, it's a pretty clean edge. It's definitely not the type of edge that I can get on the Wicked Edge, but I also only did 10 passes on each grit per side. So if I really wanted to work this, or the knife was really dull, I could keep working at this. But I just wanted to see from, you know, moderately dull, you know, putting it on sandpaper, to doing exactly what the instructions called, which is 10 on each side, if we would be sharp. And so just kind of testing it on my old arm hair here. It's definitely taking hair off. Let's see on a piece of paper here. It's definitely sharp. Is it the sharpest it could possibly be? No, but I also only did 10. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the knife back on here. I'm gonna work it just a little bit longer, and then we're gonna try it again. All right, so on this last one of the instructions did say that if you wanted a more precision sharpening, to rotate sides each time you do a pass. So on this next one, I'm going to do, I'm gonna go one, flip it over one, and I'm gonna do that 10 times, all right? Perfect. All right, so we just worked it a little bit more. I actually, that time I only went to the 320. I did 10 on each side, and then I did 10 with the ceramic, rotating between each one. So let's go ahead and pull that out. Let's unscrew this blade here. Yeah, definitely feels much sharper. Yeah. Now we're in business, and now we've got a nice sharp blade. And that was pretty easy, right? So let's talk about some final thoughts. Okay, so how do I feel about this? I like it. I didn't know if I would. Here's a couple of my concerns were the fact that the base doesn't actually clamp down. You don't bolt it to a table, but you know what? It was this motion made it just so easy to hold in place. I liked how fast I could just rotate between the grits. What don't I like? Well, there's only 3 grits. Do I like that? Do I not like that? To be honest, I don't really care. I have other sharpening systems. If I'm going for a mirror finish, I can use something like my Wicked Edge. If I'm going for something just really quick, I can use my Ken Onion. I don't really think it's fair to compare the three of these as equals. I think they all serve a very specific purpose. But I really like this sharpener. I like that, everything's magnetic. It just kind of pops in, it pops out. You can replace the diamond grits and the ceramic stone on here. You can buy it on their websites. And you know what, guys? The best thing about this, it's like $60. Everything that you just saw in that video, $60. And we got a blade, a little everyday carry pocket knife, from not able to cut paper at all, being dulled on an 80 grit piece of sandpaper, to being able to shave the hair on my arm and slice through paper. So is it worth it? Yeah, I think it's worth $60. I would definitely recommend this. I would encourage people to check it out, but also know its limitations, right? Know what its limitations are. So if you think that you're gonna buy this and become a professional sharpener and use it to go set up a sharpening station at the farmer's market and sharpen all of these chef's knives, probably not the best option. But if you're looking for something that's affordable, quick, can put a nice edge on, with not a lot of time and not a lot of experience sharpening, this is your ticket, okay? So go check it out, the Worksharp Precision Adjust Knife Sharpener. If you haven't already, go down, click subscribe. I'm gonna be trying to do more videos, bringing you more content, the things that you enjoy for your outdoor adventures. So go click subscribe, click the like button, and let me know what you think in the comments. Good, bad, ugly, great. Put it down in the comments, and I appreciate you, and we will see you next time.